Rumble show, man, rumble. Third term loading, fourth term actually, because we're doing a good job, a damn good job. And guys, I want you to listen keenly to this speech that the Prime Minister made at Flagaman's. Trust me, JLP River come down. The crowd was packed from inside out. You know, so the campaigner pick up dust. And we left them PNP in that dust. We had do them imported crowd from parish to parish. But we need to watch them. Is it we just bring the message to the people that the people them need to hear to make the right choice for Jamaica. So have a listen, guys. And remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment. We're here to reply. Rumble.
In 2015, I addressed a similar crowd right from this platform, having visited and had a lovely conversation with the owner of this establishment. I believe his name was Sandy. And he impressed upon me, your husband, you remember, and he impressed upon me the importance of bringing water to Flagaman. We had a lovely conversation about the potential of this area for agriculture and how it was difficult for the farmers because there was no irrigation. He reminded me that many years ago, probably about the year I was born, a former prime minister came up here and told the farmers that he's going to bring water here. And if they vote for him, the water will come. He will bring the water from the Black River and irrigate the Pedro Plains. That prime minister, I gather, was Michael Manley. Now, my father is from St. Elizabeth, and everybody know who Mas June is. In fact, he insisted that when I was born, that I should be called Michael. But my mother said, no. And therefore my name is Andrew. But I was born the year that Michael Manley won, and so my name is Andrew Michael. So in a sense, I was marked for politics. Now, there are some people who are good at dreaming. Nothing wrong with that. You need people with ideas. And there are people who are very good at expressing ideas. They will tell you things and it sounds so good and it appeals to your heart as well as your brain. And you say, this makes sense. Nobody could argue with the dream of irrigating the plains of Pedro, of bringing water in from the Black River so that the farmers in this area can realize their true potential. Nothing is wrong with that. I share that dream as well. You would have heard Floyd sharing that dream. You have Frank Witter here as well, shares that dream. I think everybody here shares that dream. But in as much as you need dreamers and people with vision, you also need the people who can turn vision into reality. So I am not here to quarrel with anybody or bring down anybody or disrespect anybody. What I am here to do is to say to you, the people of Flagaman, the people of St. Elizabeth, that the administration that you have now is the administration that has been turning your dreams and aspirations, your hopes and ambitions into reality. So we had the launch, the groundbreaking of the Pedro Plain Irrigation Project. Minister Green would have told you it is a massive project. $26 billion will be invested in that project. It will bring water from the Black River. It involves the construction of 3 reservoirs, several pumping stations, the installation of major water mains, and the laterals leading off. The good thing with this project is that it also has an energy component. 9 megawatts of electricity will be generated from solar. It's a massive project, the largest irrigation project in Jamaica's history. I feel proud that it is my administration who will bring this dream that was articulated by Michael Manley and others over 50 years ago. And as I prepared to address the launch and groundbreaking of the project, I like to do some research. So I went and I dug up an old article. And I want you to listen to this very carefully. Useful information for you to have as voters. It says, the Minister of Water and Housing, Donald Buchanan, and you remember Donald Buchanan? Says that the upgrading of the Greater Pedro Plains irrigation water system is on track and will come on stream in June of next year. We are committed to the farmers of southern St. Elizabeth, and that is why we want to ensure that we provide adequate amount of water for them to do their farming, Minister Buchanan said. He made these remarks while addressing the annual PNP Division Conference for the Brampton Division at the Brampton Primary School on Sunday, June 19. This was in 2005. Mr. Buchanan explained that areas such as Beacon, anybody know there? Little Park, Newcomb Valley, Newell, Crossroads, Flagaman, Richpen, and Big Woods are expected to benefit from improved water supply for agricultural purposes once the system scheme is completed. With this upgrading and expansion, more than 500 farmers in the southern belt of St. Elizabeth would be better positioned to increase their production of fresh fruits and vegetables. He told the conference that for far too long, the lack of water for agricultural purposes had hampered the production capacity of the hard-working farmers of the parish. You see what I tell you about dream? You see what I tell you about people who they are very good at articulating it, but they are not good at implementing it. Jamaica is not short of bright people. Jamaica is not short of well-educated, smart people. What we lack is the ability to implement things, to get it done. And this government is the only government that can say, we have the best record of getting things done. We have the best record of taking on the big problems, the big challenges. We have the unchallenged record of taking on what was considered to be the intractable problems. We have the record of getting it done. Whether it is the national debt, we take it on, we cut it in half, we move it from 130% to right now is at 68%. Whether it is crime and violence, right now, St. Elizabeth has a 62% reduction in murders. Nationally, we have more than a 42% reduction in murders. And it's not just this year. In 2023, we had a 7.5% reduction in murders. In 2024, we had a 19% reduction in murders. And this year we are at about 42% reduction in murders. Effectively, a problem that many of you think we could never get on top of, with a murder rate in the top 5 highest in the world, at somewhere about 49 per 100,000. We cut that in half now. Our murder rate annualized would be somewhere about 20 to 25 per 100,000. Big problem that people think would never be solved. Unemployment, 13% when we take it over. Unemployment is now down to 3.5%. Poverty as high as 16%. We cut that in half, 8%. Big problems, we take them on. And we have shown the results. And so we are taking on this big problem of irrigating our lands so that you, the people who own it and who farm it, can get the full benefit from it. You know, we have about 90,000 acres of what they call irrigable land, meaning land that we can put water on it and farm it. Since we have been in office, 45,000 of that is irrigated, almost 50% irrigated. We have a further 6,000 hectares of land that are either going to be irrigated, they are in planning, or has started. And that includes the hectares for the Pedro Plain. When the Pedro Plain is done, in total, we will have about 57% of all our irrigable land under irrigation. Our objective is not to stop there. Our objective is to get all our irrigable land irrigated. Because the ultimate objective, my friends and family of flagamans and adjoining communities, is for Jamaica to become self-sufficient in food production. And for that to happen, we must make sure that all our arable lands are irrigated as much as possible. You are agents in this. You are important to it because ultimately you will decide, you will choose whether or not you buy a dream that sounds good or you choose a political party, a government, a leader who can turn dreams into reality. That is what it comes down to. After all the political gimmicks is done, who said them a warrior? Who said them a war boat? Who said if a war them war? Well, as you know, I am a lover, not a fighter. So I am not in any war with anybody. I come here not to war for the third term. I have been working to earn your support for the third term. Nothing has been handed to me free in my life. Everything I have had to work hard for it. And so I am under no illusion that somehow a third term is going to be just gifted to me or I am entitled to it. Because I know, regardless of how hard I have worked, though I can show a resume of achievement, voting is not a logical exercise. If that were the case, I would be to stand here today. Voting is also about emotions, how people feel. It's about history, what people have been committed to for decades, what their family stands for. And so we can't take it for granted or come with arrogance to believe that because we have achieved, it is an automatic that people will support us. So all of you who have gathered here to hear my message, you have a duty. You have a role. There has to be a conversation between you and your PMP friend. There has to be a discussion, whether it is going to be at the bar, in the workplace, in the market, on the bus, after church, about the future of your country, because you cannot leave up the future of your country to uncertainty. What we are certain about is that this government has been able to turn the dreams and aspirations and ambitions that we all want into the reality that we also want to see. So we can't give up the certainty of this administration for promises, as I call them, horses that can fly but never have flown. So the good people who have gathered here, I say to you that you have supported a government that has done well. You have supported a government that has delivered significantly, but the work is not yet done. There is still much more to be done. I offer myself to you because I still believe strongly that I have the vision, I have the ability, but more than that, I have the capability and I have the demonstrated track record of getting things done and getting them done well. And I give God thanks that I still have fairly good health. You know, I can still do a little running. I can still lift up a little heavy weight. In 2015, you know, myself and Wheatley, we do 15 push-ups on the platform in Spanish Town. You remember? And I won. Well, and I know if I challenge Wheatley, no, he can't beat me. So we are ready. We are ready to continue. We are ready to serve the people. We are ready to continue the achievements. With your support, we will give one more term on them. We give God thanks for life. We give God thanks for wisdom. We humbly accept the support of the people. We don't come to you with any arrogance. We lay ourselves on the mercy of your judgment as to whether or not we have performed and whether or not in the balance of probabilities we will do better and we will continue to improve if you should decide to give us the opportunity to serve you. That is how we come to you. It is entirely your decision. And as I stand here, I encourage you to choose what is best for you, choose what is best for your community, choose what is best for Jamaica. And I am of the view that the Jamaica Labour Party is best for you, your community, and Jamaica. God bless you, love you, and thank you.